Welcome to Suwalif Space. You're lying down on your sofa, scrolling through an e-commerce platform. You see something you like, and with the click of a button, it's on your doorstep. How did this happen? What took place behind the scene? How can businesses sell their product anywhere in the world? Well, it all comes down to one thing: global supply chain. With globalization, we can order a product from thousands of kilometers away and receive it within days. It feels effortless, but behind every delivery is a complex network of people, technology, transportation, and decisions. Our guest today is Ayman Kabbara, Managing Director of Scan Global Logistics, Middle East and Turkey. With more than 20 years of experience leading global supply chains, logistics, and commercial organizations across multiple regions, he will help us understand what really happens behind the scenes of global trade and why it matters more than ever. Welcome, Ayman, to Suwalif Space.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Thank you. So walk us through a standard process of how products reach from a supplier or a brand to our doorstep.
All right. There's many ways, obviously. Let's use an example. Let's start with an example. Today, there's so many platforms, websites. You go in, you find something you like, you press on buy, 2 hours later, it's on your doorstep. And for us as consumers, this is seamless, this is beautiful, fast, quick decision making. It's good for the brand because they have also a better reach, but in order for this item that you bought online 2 hours ago to be on your doorstep that quick, there's thousands, and this is not an exaggeration, there are thousands of people that worked behind the scene and a dozen of different companies to get the cargo or this product on your doorstep. And just to simplify it, so today for that mug, this beautiful Suwalif Space mug, to reach its destination, there was a company that had planned a demand. They had forecasted how many mugs will be needed. How many mugs will be needed in Dubai versus how many mugs will be needed in Riyadh versus how many mugs will be needed in San Francisco. And in order for them to start the production of those mugs, they had to procure the raw materials. And these raw materials that they procured is coming from different origins into their factory where there are people receiving those raw materials in the inventory, then transferring them to the factory for the production to take place. And then once it's there, there's a team that is planning the space. Do we use a vessel to ship it? Where do we ship it? How many do we send to Paris versus how many we send to Singapore? So all of this, for it to reach its destination, to be received in a port, then in a warehouse, then from that warehouse, to be pictures to be taken, to be uploaded to a website. For that website, the softwares, the engineers, the technicians, the IT people behind it in order to keep it running. For me and you at the end of the day to go online, click on order and receive it in 2 hours. It's actually very impressive to think about it this way.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, it's so easy. You just click a button and then you wait for the delivery. But there's so much that goes on behind the scenes.
100%.
It's amazing. So, I mean, there is a misconception that, logistics is just trucks and warehouses. But what would you say is the biggest misconception about your industry?
It's transportation and warehousing is probably 20% of the industry. Like I mentioned in the example earlier, when it comes to the mugs, for every product, there are so many companies involved in order to get the product to its consumer, to the final consumer. And it's not only the trucking aspect of it or the warehousing aspect of it. There's the customs authorities involved, the regulatory bodies.
Right.
There's the shipping lines and airlines. So whether it's Emirates Airlines or whether it's MSC or Hapag-Lloyd or Maersk or any of these vessels. At origin, there's also customs people involved. There's distribution hubs at origins. There's the transportation that takes place. There's also the planning, the booking, the coordination, the sustainability element, the compliance element, the technology element, that all seamlessly get together in order to deliver the product. So it's very complicated. At the same time, it's human-driven, it's people-driven. These are decision makers like you and I, and it's technology-driven. I think, in short, it's the engine that moves the global economies. Without logistics, without supply chain, we will not be able to have that mug or that microphone or this jacket. Here with us.
Yeah, definitely. But in all this equation, from the product being shipped and reaching the customer, who decides on this journey, the route or the method of transportation?
It depends.
Is it
on
your
okay.
involvement, or is it the customer? How does it work?
Okay, so this is an excellent question. It depends on the model of the company, and it depends on the strategy of the company. Our role as a freight forwarder, my role, my team's role, the global company's role, is to consult on the best way to move your cargo. So you can either say, this is my way, this is how we want it. I want you to let me know what's the fastest way to move it by sea from Le Havre in France into Jebel Ali in Dubai. And my job in this case is say, I don't understand what's in it. I don't want to know what's in it. If this is the only part that you want me to look into, then here's the fastest way to do it. Mm-hmm. But I see that our role should be different. Our role is actually different for most of the companies that we work with, where we understand what's in the container. Why does it have to be delivered on that day? What's the impact? How does it fit into your business model? And how are you going to increase your sales revenue by designing a supply chain that fits into that business model? Since we are the silent partner that works in the shadows in order to deliver the cargo, because the marketing team is doing an excellent job trying to market the product, right?
Correct.
And us as consumers, we get attracted to the quality of the product and to the feeling that this product will give us.
Yeah.
But if supply chain is not synced with this, no matter how much you like the product, if it's not on the shelf or if it's not on the platform or the e-commerce platform, you're going to go and buy something else.
Correct. And so many options are out
there.
And
there are so many options. I'll tell you a quick example. This happened last summer. And I actually mentioned it in one of the podcasts because it was so revealing for me. My daughter, she likes a specific brand of popsicles.
Okay.
And she only buys this popsicle. It's this or nothing. So we go to a shop. If it's not there, I have to go to another shop. And she's very brand loyal like this, whatever it is, whether it's popsicles or whether it's clothing. She's like my wife. She's like my wife.
Perfect client.
Very brand loyal. So we looked at different shops. At the end, I told her, listen, they don't have it. I said, okay, I'm going to try a different brand. So she picked up the different brand. Okay. She loved it. And now we're never buying the older brand again.
Oh, no.
So this company, whatever the name of the brand, I forgot the name, that did not manage to have its product in the freezer that day, lost a loyal customer. In a very simple example. Wow. And this can be because the delivery truck was late. It can be because he woke up late, he had an accident on the road, or it can be as big as wrong planning, wrong supply chain management, not finding the right partner for the raw materials. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's not planning the number of reefer containers that I needed to bring. So it can be a very simple thing or a very complex thing, but at the end of the day, the result is the same. They lost a customer from this experience that, okay, it's just not there on the shelf,
Yeah.
or it's not there in the freezer in this case.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice story. Well, I imagine your industry faces a lot of disruptions, and sometimes, as you mentioned, it is wrong planning, it is maybe not choosing the right method of transportation. But for example, one of the recent disruptions that happened was the closing of the Strait of Hormuz. So again, I imagine that your industry goes through a lot of disruptions.
100%.
But maybe this one got the spotlight because it recently happened and everybody got affected.
You forgot about the recent experience we had with the closure of the Suez Canal. Do you remember the Evergreen
Correct.
vessel that's
Yes,
that got stuck? Before that, we had the Red Sea crisis. Before that, we had COVID. Before that, we had volcanoes and ash. Before that, we had pandemics. We had labor strikes. We had.
So you face challenges from all across.
Our job is to manage those challenges and continue the flow of a global economy where you don't feel it, but at the same time, it's very complex to manage because, I mean, recently we had the tariff disruption as well.
Correct.
It impacted global supply chains. What happens in Ireland impacts business in China. What happens in Norway impacts business in South Africa. So it's all interconnected, and this is the beauty of our business as well. I always joke about this. We know of crisis before anyone else sees it. We feel it before everyone else feels it.
Yes.
Because it immediately impacts global supply chains. And our job is to create solutions for this disruption, create alternative options, and help our clients get their products to its final destination.
Yeah, because sometimes you face this decision where you're like, should I order or it's going to be late because of what's going on across the world? But mashallah, you guys always manage to find a solution and find a way
That's
around
our
it.
job. It's our job to continue offering solutions for our clients. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's also we have lack of visibility sometimes because of what's happening. And recently, like you mentioned, the Strait of Hormuz closure the first week was chaotic for us, trying to understand where everything is. It was chaotic not only for us, it was for the airlines, for the shipping lines, for the suppliers, for the consumers. It was, but it's always the finding, okay, option A, option B, option C, option D, different options in order to keep the flow of goods.
But other than disruptions that you cannot control, such as what we've mentioned, natural disaster, world crisis, what challenges do you face in your industry? What is your biggest challenge?
I would say educating clients on what is the best way for their business can be sometimes a challenge. I'm not saying that it's a common thing, especially for growing companies, growing brands. You and I starting a new company, we have an amazing product, we have an amazing solution that we're offering to the market. There's demand in the market, but being a small startup. So you and I were starting a company, or I'll use a real example. My wife, a couple of years back, started a new micro brand, a new brand called Chef at Hope. And she sells not traditional, I would say handmade, modern, traditional homeware products. Very amazing stuff. I love the creativity behind it. So she takes like very traditional designs and modernize them. I don't know.
Modernize. Yeah.
But the idea is when she started, she was also confused. Okay, how can I source?
How to get the product?
How can I scale up? What do I need to do? How can I have the best mode of transportation? What's the best mode of transportation for me?
Because you don't have experience in that field.
Of course. And she was unlucky that I was there because I was trying to advise her on how to do it.
Right.
And I also noticed that it's a common trend with growing brands where they start and they believe, okay, I used to do it this way, and they continue doing it the same way when the brand reached a scale where you need to redesign your supply chain. I was sitting with an amazing lady, very smart lady, recently. She has a unique baby formula brand.
Wow.
And she's doing extremely well. I was impressed, and I told her if I still had kids in the age of drinking baby formula, I would have been a loyal customer. Her challenge was matching supply with demand, and the way she was doing it is the traditional way of every time there's a container ready or every time there's a pallet ready, there's someone sitting behind a laptop not understanding why and how why is it important to be delivered on this time, or what's the impact on the life of the product. Sending an email to a million freight forwarder, give me the price of a container from Norway to Riyadh. And from immediately, this is the wrong approach. Yes, you're gonna get $50 less here, $50 more here, whatever. At the end of the day, you're not doing long-term planning. You're flowing with the market. When the market is high, you're paying a high price. When the market is low, you're paying a low price. And why are we shipping from Norway to Riyadh? These are very simple questions. And they start, okay, how do we, when we understand what you need and what your objective is, we are able to say, why don't we ship it from Norway to Copenhagen first? Truck it, consolidate. Why don't we send it to Rotterdam? Why don't we move it via FTL, via Turkey? There's so many other ways where you can redesign your supply chain to enable you to scale up. And growing companies like Chef at Hope, like my wife's brand, or the other brand that I was mentioning, or any other brand, they need to first of all to find a partner that can help them. Not a partner that looks at a container and say, this is a container, I don't want to know what's inside that container. I want to understand what's inside that container or inside that pallet. Why is it important? It can be a life-saving medical kit for a patient waiting for the equipment to arrive. It can be a launch of a new product, marketing. It can be so many other things. But once we understand what's inside, we can help design the best supply chain for that specific shipment and for the future shipments that will have to come that will enable you to grow your business.
So working with a freight forwarder such as yourself, what would be the advantage that a business would get?
Any other freight forwarder? Nothing. Us?
Of course, only SGL.
It's the human element, I would say, the people. The biggest advantage, we're very proud that we have best-in-class people working in our organization, locally, regionally, and globally. And these are people that are that want to understand the impact. So there's two ways of moving cargo, and I think I'm repeating myself here. You can either think of it as a commodity, or you can think of it as a product. When you think of your business as a commodity, go and work with, there's 10,000 freight forwarders in UAE today.
Wow.
God knows how many freight forwarders there are in the world. But if you look at your product or at your business as a product that adds value, you need to have a conversation with people that are able to give you the best advice.
Right.
And the people that we have in a company are people that have been chosen to be part of the Scan Global team because they have that mindset. And at the same time, because they understand the long-term impact. I promise you, every day, no matter who you are, it can be the largest freight forwarder in the world or the smallest freight forwarder in the world. It can be me, Ayman Kabbara Shipping.
Right.
I can provide you a price that is lower than your current provider. And if this is your objective, to be as a commodity or to look for the cheapest price today and the cheapest price tomorrow and the cheapest price the day after, you're losing the opportunity to get the best deal on the long term. You're losing the opportunity to be to look at your supply chain strategically, and you are also subject to changes in the market that you cannot control. But when you work with a freight forwarder that has that mindset, it's trying to eliminate the complexity of things and trying to manage uncertainty, because whatever we do, there's always uncertainty in the business. Even when there's no geopolitical problems, when there's no port strikes, where there's enough supply, when there's enough, everything is going smoothly, there's still delay in the business.
Of course.
Because it's, at the end of the day, a truck driver, a crane operator, maybe an automated warehouse that requires maintenance. It can be so many things that impact weather. You cannot control weather, and we always have weather disruptions. So you need to have someone who can help you design a robust supply chain.
Correct. Yeah, it's not always a price game. It's about who helps you, guides you, especially for the small businesses, startups.
Small or big.
And even big ones.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to the experts because they are the ones who can give you the best advice to deliver your product in good condition, on time, and eventually you will also save money because they will give you the best option for you.
Yeah.
But this is talking about freight forwarders.
Yes.
If we talk about hubs, so for example, if we talk about the UAE or Dubai, what makes it stand apart from the other hubs across the globe?
It's obviously one of the largest global hubs. It's the geographical connection. Let's start with the fact that it's sitting between Asia and Europe. If you look at if you take the world map and you put a dot in this region, it is indeed in the center of the world today. Based on the modern design of maps, there's debates on the fact that they are different.
What would be the center?
But any country in this region is actually in the center of the world. Let's be realistic. You have good access to the port. You are in the center of global trade. You have the capabilities to be a global hub. The difference is that there was a vision from the start. There was a long-term strategy saying we want to design the best port. We want to design the best airport. We want to have the free zones. We want to attract global talent. And all of this together enabled Dubai to become a global hub, one of the best global hubs in the world. Right. Any country that has that mindset and strategy, I would say a long-term vision, has the capabilities to also become a global hub. And especially in this, I grew up in Lebanon. We have songs about the fact that Lebanon connects east to west. And I used to say, why Lebanon? When I look at the map, any country in this region can be a connection between east to west. And this is what Dubai did. They created the infrastructure that enabled that position.
Plan for the future.
100%.
Nice.
Yeah.
And when it comes to technology then, so we know now when it comes to the company, the hub, but what about technology? What would you say which is the best or the biggest change in technology in the last decade in your industry?
In the last decade, sir, there has been so many changes in the last. I think the biggest one now is AI. The fact that we're still discovering the potential of AI and how it's making us more efficient as freight forwarders.
Right.
The utilization of AI, the utilization of technology overall has made us more efficient, whether it's in automation of warehouses, whether it's in predictive analytics, whether it's in understanding the customer demands, the flow, the understanding the
requirements
yes,
of the market as well.
So it has helped us be more efficient, And I think we will continue reaping the benefit of that efficiency because, again, our job is to manage uncertainty, and these are tools that will help us eliminate some of the elements that causes that uncertainty, but it will never eliminate everything.
Of course, because you mentioned earlier that you're more human-centered,
100%.
and that AI cannot replace.
This is an excellent point. I should have mentioned it earlier. The technology enables our excellent people to deliver the job. It's not the other way around. There was also a trend in the past where if you are a small company and you want to move your container from whatever origin to whatever destination, some companies were not even allowing you to speak with someone. They say, this is a portal, go inside, put the details of my containers, what's the dimensions, how many CBMs, origin, Incoterms, and an entrepreneur would look, I have no clue what's
so
what's that? It's so confusing for me. And it started becoming a trend until people said, this is too much. I want someone I can speak with that can understand my pain points, understand my objective, and give me the solution. So the technology went too far, in my opinion.
Yes.
I want to take the credit as a company to say we're bringing it back by utilizing that technology, but having people. We would never tell you, no, don't call us. When you call us, there's someone picking up the phone and trying to understand what you need, and then doing this on your behalf or helping you do it. But there's always interaction with someone you know that, woke up this morning, got stuck in traffic on the way, arrived to the office late or early. So you have that personal connection.
Yeah.
And this is what I love about Scan Global Logistics and the people that I work with.
Maybe it's a generational thing as well. Being a millennial, I like to actually talk to a person. Like when I call a customer service but my brother, who is a Gen Z, he doesn't want to have any human interaction at all. It's still, when we talk about logistics, you still need that human interaction because you need to discuss with an expert. You need to understand how your product will be moved around. And I remember maybe a while back, they were talking about new technology where consumer can 3D print their product at home. And they said that will eliminate shipping, that you don't need to deliver anything anymore. I don't know if
how at the end of the day you need raw material for it. Let's imagine a distant future where the 3D printing technology became so advanced where you can print your own television at home, or a washing machine,
right?
Or let's say a T-shirt.
Yeah.
You still need the raw material. You still need this 3D printer to be delivered.
Yes.
You still need to service this 3D printer. You still need to, there's...
No, of course, there will never be a situation, I imagine, where we don't need any logistics, any delivery or transportation.
But sorry, allow me to add. Today we have sewing machines.
Right.
We're still buying clothes from a shop. You can argue, why don't we, now that we have a sewing machine, why don't we sew our clothing at home?
Right. It's similar to the debate of why don't you make pizza at home or
exactly,
order it? It's tastier outside.
No, it can be tastier inside. But if you have 100 people, if you have a guest of 15 people ordering pizza, you've invited 15 people to your house, and it's pizza night.
Right.
It's easier to order a pizza
of course.
than to make it at home. Quicker, more
options.
Cost efficient
as well. Yes. But what do you see a technological trend that would maybe change the industry in the next?
Oh, definitely AI.
Okay.
5 years ago, I would have said blockchain. 5 years earlier, I would have said big data. There's always something.
It's always a new trend.
Yeah, but we haven't even scratched the surface of the capabilities of artificial intelligence. It's becoming part of our daily lives. Obviously, we're using it
Definitely.
a lot. It knows more about me today than my mom knows about me, and she made me, so keep that in mind. But I think it's going to definitely impact it, I would say, positively. We're yet to discover how much.
Right.
But whatever it is, even let's even take it a step further. We will have autonomous cars. We're going to have autonomous trucks. We might have autonomous vessels. We already have fully robotic warehouses that does not even require a single person inside the warehouse. In our warehouse, we have these pick and pack machines. They're brilliant just to watch them, to see how they're doing it. And we still have someone, a person, that is communicating with those machines,
Right.
or with the clients, with the customs authorities, with the planning team, with the branding team, with the marketing team. It's gonna continue to be a people's business. It is an amazing industry, in my opinion, and an unseen industry. Yeah, because
Yeah. It happens behind the scenes.
it happens behind the scene. Yeah,
You only see the end result, maybe.
100%. Millions of products are moved every day.
Yes.
Millions of products. We only know that there's a problem if they're not delivered on time.
Correct.
Alternatively, the world moves. The global economy keeps on moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a very interesting conversation. Thank you so much. But if you would give the audience one last takeaway from your industry, what would it be?
Find yourself a trusted partner who can help you either manage or scale up your business, and who will have the capabilities to give you the correct advice, and be also honest about their capabilities. I've had the case so many times where I would give an advice to someone, and follow up with the fact that I cannot do it myself because I don't have the capabilities to do it, but I advise you to contact this or that company. But have that open discussion, and understand that it's not as simple as moving cargo from point A to point B. It has to fit into your company strategy and business model.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you. We now have a newfound profound respect and understanding for the world of global supply chain. So the next time you order an item online, or the next time you go grocery shopping and enjoy some imported goods, remember all the work that went into getting it there. Ayman Kabbara, Managing Director of Scan Global Logistics, thank you so much for this insightful and invigorating episode. And to all our listeners, until next time, stay global, stay connected, and keep it moving.